Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday. It's that fun day of the week where everybody goes back to work after the weekend. But just to make it better, we got some Rallycross for you. So, start of Season 6. And alongside me is my loyal sidekick, so-called because he sidekicks me. But it's Roy. Good evening to you, Mr. Rock.
Yes, thanks for that wonderful introduction, Scott, as usual.
You're welcome. I thought for the start of the season I'd invite you to hell.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. Well, it's been hell for you guys over the summer, hasn't it?
It certainly has. It's been far too hot. It's felt like burning hell, that's for certain. I'm certainly not going to go against that one. But this should be good fun. We got a good field for Season 6. This should be really good fun. I know it's a good field because I'm not in it. It has to be a good field if I'm not in it. Because I'm probably just, bad. But hey, that's why I'm not here.
Yeah, me too. This is a tough track. I just can't master it at all, especially that end of Section 1 too.
Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good fun. I actually like it, but my arms can't cope with it. But there's nothing new about that. I think everybody who knows me knows damn well what I can't do. But hey, at least this way I'm still involved. I can just look at everybody else being rubbish and somebody else, a few of the guys being good. There's a bit of an introduction to this season. Obviously, it's a while since we finished Season 5. It's more than 6 months, isn't it? It's ages. It seems yonked.
Yeah,
I don't know how long it was, but off the top of my head, but it has been one hell of a long time. But we got a few new faces here. I certainly haven't done it before, but of course, most of these guys, some of them have taken to it pretty well. I've got to be fair. I mean, if we're looking at sort of the usual suspects, you've got to say, obviously, Dusty. You're probably going to say Kenny. I think Jeff's well in there. Andrea, as well as people like Ratek, Palm. If I've missed your name out, that's not being disrespectful, guys. But it's this could there could be some cats amongst the pigeons here, I think. So
yeah, we got some old guys, some new guys, and some not so regular guys.
Yeah, I mean, it should be good fun. I mean, just to explain to anyone who's watching, in previous times we've done sort of 4 rounds or 4 heats per round, whichever way you want to look at that. So basically, qualifying, generally speaking, is 4 rounds, usually with 4 heats. This time we have 15 races, so it made sense to do 3 heats, which is slightly less races, so it's 12 as opposed to 16. Obviously fits into the time frame a bit better. Obviously, 12 of those 15 people at the end of qualifying will go into the semis, 6 in each, and they will be 6-lap races. The heats are 4-lap races. If I've confused you already, tough.
Yeah, that's the thing about Rallycross. You got to wait your turn, and the guys seem to get, you do a race, and then you're so eager to do the next one, and then you have to sit and wait. And then, yes, the adrenaline slows. Goes away, and you want to really race, and then you can't. You just wait.
You certainly do. Well, it looks like everybody's ready for the first heat. This will be the curtain raiser for Season 6. So I'm going to get this party started, I think is how they say it. So rock and roll, here we go.
Welcome to hell.
So who have we got in this one? So we got Jeff Wistan. Again, he's done all right as well, in fairness. He's one of the newer faces for people who watched our Rallycross over the seasons. But again, he's somebody else who's done pretty well, in fairness. Quite a few of the guys have took to it. I won't quite say like ducks to water. I mean, I took to it like a hippopotamus to water, but that's another thing.
Yes.
Man, your hippos can swim, actually, so that's probably a really poor analogy.
Well, they don't really swim. They just float around.
Yeah, they're just big and blobby, and anyway.
Then we got our favourite Callum, one of our favourite drivers.
He certainly is. He's definitely entertaining. If nothing else, in fairness, he's improved. All jokes aside, to be fair to him, he's improved quite a lot. and hopefully
Yes.
tonight he'll get a chance to show just how much he has done so. And here we have our grid. It's always odd with the 5, isn't it? Is to see who's
Yes,
where.
yes.
Well, Callum's got himself a good position here, as
They
has
got
Ratek there.
Yes, most the guys on the outside have got the Joker option, and the guys on the
Yeah.
inside have no option.
I'm thinking Jeff might go Joker because he's sat himself plumb at the back, which is a bit.
Yes.
Unless he gets a cracking start, but I would think if you want to try and get past everybody, and I think he's favourite for Joker in. I don't think the front two will. But you never know. That's the beauty of this thing. It's 4 laps of madness, for want of better words. But obviously everyone's got the 2 minutes to get themselves ready and just do last minute things, whatever the hell they want to do. Like basically make the sign of a cross and hope you don't die, I think is probably what you want to do.
Right.
So here we go, season 6 is in the books. Let's get ready to rumble. That's a pretty good start on the outside there from Mr. Ratek, I think. I think that's Mark. Has Jeff gone? Yeah, I thought. So 3 have gone Joker and 2 have stayed out. That's quite interesting.
Well,
That is.
this the horrible
Oh, Ratek got a bit of a buffet in that.
Yeah.
But it was Jeff who got away. Well, I thought, yeah, he got away superbly. In fairness to him, I like that DS3. It's not a bad car actually.
That's quite an nice looking car as well.
Yeah, I think that and the Mini are my favourites.
Yeah, Tommy in the city's taking a real chance. Where's Callum?
He's
the donuts, making donuts and coffee.
Yeah, what's in? He's in the focus, isn't he? It does handle slightly different that, but it's not a bad car in fairness.
This car makes it look so effortless.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good pass. That's a cracking pass. That's a cracking pass. Mr. Ratek will be cursing him for that one. Seems funny seeing Mark in a car that does not look familiar. It's going to take me a while to get used to people being in these different cars, but we'll get there.
The Honda looks very nice as well.
Yeah, it does. Again, I think guys have done well in that car previously. I think one of the German lads a couple of years back did pretty good in that. But Whiston's having a cracking race here, but he's still got a Joker, so that's going to give it to Jeff. I mean, he wants to see if he can. He'll do well, I think, to come out in front of Jeff. I don't think he'll do that, but I think he might. He might try. I think Callum might have given up a bit with this race, which is probably wants to have a little go in the Ford in between times, try and jump into a lobby or something, and just go on his own and have a bit of a practice if he hasn't done, because it does handle slightly differently.
Yes. And
but in the
meantime, guy number 1 is he hasn't done a Joker according to my.
No, it doesn't look like it from here. It's. I didn't think he had, so Josh might have got carried away. I don't know that.
I think he forgotten to go for the.
But again, if he can save his race, if he can hear me, you do get chances at times where people might take the Joker, and I'm going to save the race anyway. I'm hoping that I remember to save every single race, just in case. Always comes in handy. So if anyone else can hear. Even if you're not in the race, if you're watching this, save it, just in case somebody needs it and they forget, or they've filled it up or something like that.
Well, he hasn't been penalised on the results page, so that must mean he did do his Joker. And
yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? That's kind of bizarre, because I know off the top, three jokered first time out, and 2 didn't, and. So I thought that was a bit weird, and I think Jeff was one of the ones that didn't Joker in the first lap. So I'm tempted to say he did, but it's a bit weird. These things do happen. It happens sometime, just like Kyle said earlier. But again, I'm looking at lap times. 35s, 34s, and 35s is pretty much where we thought it was going to be. To be quite honest, I think that's where we were looking for it to be. So in truth, I think that's pretty much the benchmark. I mean, Josh getting a best of 34.6. I'm expecting by the end of the night to have a few hit the 33s. There will be some 33s, I think. 32, I don't know. I think that's pushing the boat a bit. You'd need to be on your own and do a perfect stint to do 32s. But again, there's not much in any of them. In fairness to Callum, even with that, it takes a bit of getting used to. Yes. It does take some getting used to.
Yeah, he's taken one of the biggest calls in the league.
And I've driven that car, so I know what it's like to drive as well. But hey ho, it is one of those things. I'm hoping now that everyone's fine and everyone's cool. But I was just waiting for the go ahead for that. But I'm gonna return back to lobby now. I think again what we're trying to do is to keep things flowing a little bit, to keep a track of all the times from the qualifying and stuff, so that we can have everything happy and running as we go. Yeah, it's all right. I was just being given a go ahead just as I'd already done it, but that's okay. That's all good. So now we're going to go into heat 2 of round 1. Again, they're all pretty stacked. In fairness, there's enough guys in here that once upon a time it might have been easier for guys to, think, oh, I've got a pretty easy heat here because there was a bit of a mix.
This heat looks like it's going to be the cream of the crop race.
Yeah, it's pretty stacked, isn't it? It's pretty stacked.
Yeah, that is a stacked lobby. This is a final type of, except for our new guy, Philly Rocks.
Yeah,
he's the rookie. The rookie amongst all the masters.
And I haven't seen him race, so I'm not going to do you a disservice, mate. You might be brilliant. You might be like me, though.
You're in the company of esteemed champions, yeah?
Yeah, you are certainly in exalted company, and they are all ready and raring to go. So, without further ado, it's time for Heat 2. I didn't really mean that to rhyme, but it just did. Sorry.
The best rhymer.
Yeah, this is going to be... I think grid position is going to matter much more in this one. Yeah. I really think it's going to matter.
Good to see how the game stakes the guys.
Good to see Mr. Berry's back as well. It's good to see. Good to see Ryan back in the fold. Sometimes, hey, with work commitments and everything else, these are things that happen. But it is good to. I won't say one of the old guys because he's like less than half my age, but but one of the. Has he done every season?
One of the regulars.
Yeah.
He was racing in everything at one stage. He was doing one more.
Yeah, he's done quite a... Oh, so Dusty's on the back row, is he? Again, it'll take me a while to get used to all these liveries with people because I'm so used to people being in certain liveries. It just throws me out completely, but I will get there. Probably take to the end of the season before we get it right. So Andrea is in the S1, is he? Andrea's in the S1 with Ryan in the S3. I'm thinking, or have I got them the wrong way around? I always forget the numbering. I always forget whether it numbers right to left or left to right. This is going to be... I'm watching for Dusty to try and get a crack at it. That's. I mean, there's not much in these guys. So if two are going Joker, that's Philly and Ryan, which I think is very sensible of those two. Andrea and Dusty that'll be proper because those guys have been trying to fight for different world records over the course of the summer. This is what you do when you're bored.
It's synchronized sliding there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see two of the top guys, then you're looking at them. So these dudes are swapping world records. They're not the only ones. Some other of our guys, we could probably do a race space cleanup of all the world records. I think we might even be able to get a race space podium out of it. Because but these guys are top draw. Like I say, Ryan is quick, so I'd expect Ryan to grow into this more as it goes. That's Mr. Berry's for those of you that don't know. Again with Di Napoli did brilliant in the lights, in fairness to him, so he's obviously grown into these ones. They're different cars, but he'll get it, and he'll get better. And again, for Philly...
Let's see where our rookie, aren't you? Oh, the rookie's not too bad.
Yeah,
although he's got most of his car intact.
Yeah, if he can get under 40 seconds, for laps, hey, that's not bad. It's just a case of getting used to getting around the course. It's a tight track. It's tight and quite technical. There's some other tracks that are more forgiving, but I think it'd be interesting. I like the fact that Dusty went and took his Joker anyway, rather than have the fight, which I think was a sensible choice from his perspective, because it's putting the pressure on Andrea.
Yeah,
Mr. Volpeak's there.
He had an issue somewhere because he's Perry's is very close to him.
Yeah, he is. Ryan's right on the back of him. But again, like I said, Ryan's quick. He is quick. I just think he probably needed to get into it. So obviously Andrea maintains his position. It's bloody close though.
Yes, that's a view of them. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you'd have probably said that's the order you might have gone for, I think. As Mr. DiNapoli decides to kill a few cones. Cones lives matter. And well done to Philly, in all fairness. I'll give you a shout out there, mate, because at the end of the day you were in a pretty tough heat there.
Oh, look at that time, 37.
Yeah, that's good going. 37.6. That's decent.
34s. Yeah, there's your high 34s coming in.
Yeah, it's 34.1, 34.2. Ryan there with a 34.6. I think he'd be relatively happy. He won't be ecstatic, but I think he'd be relatively happy with that. Again, being out the fold for a little while, I don't know how much practice he's got to do. Same with Max DiNapoli, 35.2. So,
I haven't seen Max for a long time as well.
Yeah, so in all fairness, they're all. I think, to be good, if you can get under 36 is what I call, the competitive, the front part of the grid, if you like. If you can do under 36 on a regular basis, you're going to be. You might not be right at the top, but you're in the upper reaches. So again, going back to Philly and saying 37.6, if that's your fastest lap. Again, you're in the Ford.
He did all 4 laps. And he did all 4 laps.
Yeah, which is good going, in all fairness. So, don't feel downhearted if you do. If you don't feel downhearted, good. But yeah, it's all good. So hopefully, I'll assume that the guys have got the information that they need, and I nearly forgot to save the race replay, but I just did. See, that's the thing when you get to my age. Memory's not what it used to be. I'm speaking for myself there. I'm not going to put you in that one. So we'll return to lobby. Hopefully everybody's got what they needed out of that one, but that's pretty good. So we're into the last heat of our first round. So hopefully we can see what the last of the people have got to offer. Let's see what they've got.
Who have we got tonight?
I'll tell you what I want to do that I haven't had a chance to do yet is let me get this up on my PC as well. I'll turn the sound down on the speakers. Actually, I'll turn the speakers off because we don't want to loop it back through. Just so, because obviously if people are putting in the chat, I need more screens. I've only got 3. I need about 20 to do this. You do. You need like a proper director's suite, don't you, to do all this lot?
You need that. Multi-screens, everything.
Yeah, much more so with the Rallycross than anything else. With anything else, it's kind of pretty easy. But Rallycross is a tougher gig, but it's sort of more satisfying, if that makes sense. I think so. Anyway.
So we got Race Space Boss racing tonight in the lobby.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one. I think
Kenny, the old hand Kenny, the racer's racer.
Yeah, he's also half my. No, he's not half my age. He's 30-ish, aren't you, Kenny? Go on, you'll tell me.
He's the racer's racer, that man.
But,
if you can pass Kenny on the track, it is an achievement. You should get a platinum gold trophy for that.
Yeah, that's in any car. That's in any car. Anything with wheels, or even a tractor or a chieftain tank, anything. I'm just having a little catch up on the chat. Is most of the guys just having a yak to each other and hoping that they're all getting into it. But yeah, if you do want to put something in the chat, then please feel free to do so. That's all right. This is not fair. K9's he's got his cheerleader. He's got his cheerleader. Everyone's ready to go. We're gonna go. And his Missy cheerleader's there watching the stream. So happy belated birthday for last Friday, dear. I know you were 37. She's gonna kill me. She was 24. But basically, she's the same age as me. If you turn the first number the opposite way around, because I'm 54. If you turn it around, it's a 2, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah.
I am sticking to that one. It's about the best I can do. That's about as good as I'm gonna get, unfortunately. Oh, oh no, it's all right. I thought somebody had put something there in the chat, but it's okay. So yeah, after this, everybody's had a run. So they've all had their introduction to hell. So where are we? Again, I think this will be pretty good. You know, Kenny's on the second row. This will be good for Tom Gutterpunk, for Wee Diddley. Again, guys who have just got into it more recently. But again, it's all good fun. I know people say it's not the winning, it's the taking part. That's a lie. Winning's better, but taking part's good fun. I think Kenny's the guy to look out for here. He'll be looking to get a good start from his position there.
Yeah, and Carl's in the middle.
Yeah, so. He's literally the man in the middle. What's he in a Civic? Testing my eyes now. He's too far away. He's about 200 yards away from me in PlayStation land. But it's like, yeah, he's
he's in the Civic. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just getting used to the grid position, so I'm assuming that's Tom in the other Civic. So it's going left to right or right to left as I'm looking at it, but left to right as you were facing on the grid.
Immediately is in the Civic.
Oh, right. So it is. The S1 is. Yeah, Tom's in. Which works.
Kenny's in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Kenny's taking up the challenge.
He does all right in it though. He does all right in it. He'll still be there or thereabouts. Let's get ready to rumble. The main thing is make sure you get around. So I think Kenny's going to go Joker. Is Kenny Joker in? Yeah, I thought he would.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a bump there, but hey, it's been pretty clean so far. It is tough. Oh, I think Kyle just got a touch there.
Yeah,
unfortunately. He just got... had to be him, didn't it? Right, Wee Diddley's Joker. Did Kenny not Joker? I thought Kenny Jokered as well. Maybe I got... Oh no, I got the cars wrong, didn't I? I'll get used to this.
Then he just slipped through that...
Yeah, he went through the gap, didn't he? Yeah, he went through the gap, didn't he? I will get used to this as time goes on. Well, yeah, he can. He's one of the few people who can make the Merc sing. I think it's a heavier car, but it's. Oh, there's a bit there between. Is that James and K9? Oh, he's got past. Has he got past on the inside? He did.
Yes.
I think he was doing a wheelie there, wasn't he? Was he doing a wheelie? He did look like a wheelie. So Kenny's out front, which is, barring mistakes, is probably where he's going to stay. No offence to anyone else, but that's some good full send there from Wee Diddley there. Again,
he's lost his whole front bumper.
Yeah, he's gone for I think trying to lose a bit of body weight there. That's one way of doing it, but hey, it's all good. So Kenny out front, Tom Gutterpunk staying in the second of him, and Tom's done pretty good in some of the races, in fairness. So. Again, he's somebody else to add a bit of competition there. Kyle has managed to claw some of the time back from what happened at the beginning, but he's still in third place, which is no mean feat at this point in time.
But Kyle has now moved from the little Mini to the massive Honda. So.
And it's going to be different. It's going to be different without a shadow. There's Andrea giving Tom a bit of, everyone's cheerleading everyone else, and nothing wrong with that. And Josh is saying for Wee Diddley, so right now, so Kenny goes around there. The trick is how much time you don't lose. I mean, going full send and going wide and spreading the dust makes it look great, but
and
you lose
this piece now where James is, there's a horrible bump there somewhere. I always end up hitting the car into the grass there.
Yeah, and go flying into the barrier the other side.
That's the yes. Oh, okay.
Oh,
James
there you go.
Barrier.
So Kenny takes a win there. Tom got a punk in second. I think he'll be happy with that with Tom.
Carl also losing his front bumper. It must be a Honda thing.
Yeah, I think he might have fancied third there with that one. But again, look at the times. 34.7, Tom 35, just over 35. I'll save that as well.
James had a slow time, but he kept his nerve and got a respectable
38 is, that's certainly respectable. Again, Kyle with a 36. I probably might have thought he might have got third in that one, but I think the tap kind of put paid to him. I don't think there was nothing sinister in that at all. I just think one car was perpendicular and the other car wasn't, and it just, front and side aren't going to mix, unfortunately. Again, we deadly 37.5. So it's, all the times are decent. Oh, well done to everybody.
And Kenny had a quiet race, just that first lap.
Yeah,
he just moseyed on through.
Yeah, he got himself out there, and then once he's going to hit the front, then unless you've got certain people in there, then it's always going to go. So that's the end of round one, people. Everyone's had to go in the dust or the dirt or the fence or the wall or whatever you choose, but let's go back. So everyone's had a run. We're now going to go into round number 2. Heat number 1. So we should have Philly Rocks in this. We should have James back in. Sam will be in this one. Callum and Max. So they should be the. Go on, sorry.
We've kept it to dry weather just for the first round, just to make sure the guys can get a feel of the game and the cars. We don't want to add that spectacle of wet, muddy rain.
Yeah, not yet. At least let the poor saps get used to the damn things before we start lobbing other things.
Before you really break them, yes.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just like, oh my God, here we go. So who are we missing? We got James. Oh, Callum. We're missing Callum. We're missing Callum.
Hope Callum is not making something to eat now.
No, he burnt the place down. I mean, I know what Callum's cooking is like. All you got to do is ask him about the Christmas turkey his turkey crown that he cooked last Christmas.
We don't want to go there.
Let's just say he was pretty ill after. It was more cordon bleu than cordon bleu, if I'm honest with you. But that's the thing. If you're going to Callum's for Christmas dinner, go out. Keep yourself safe. Don't eat bloody anything. Don't eat anything. So we're just waiting for him. Hopefully he will jump into this. Let's see. Just making sure that everything is a-okay. We haven't got any problems. That's
that's what nice is if you like now Deadly raced the last race and he's racing the next one, so to go straight into a second race in the second round is an advantage because you've just had a feel of the track and then off you go.
Certainly do.
But now Callum is holding up the lobby now.
Come on, Mr. Callum, where are you? He's probably forgotten that he's in this one. Yes. But hopefully he will. Hopefully we'll send out the overseers to round him up. He's like a rogue sheep, isn't he? You've got to send the dogs off to go and get him. Here he is.
Oh, there we go.
Here he is. Let's see. But we'll wait for everybody to get ready. Again, this one's a bit more open. I think Max or Mr. Di Napoli will fancy his chances here. The rest of them, I think, are quite evenly spread. I think, because if you look at some of the lap times, certainly James and Philly and We Deadly also, their lap times were much of a muchness. Hopefully Callum has managed to get himself a little bit better.
But hopefully we learned something in the first race. And he hasn't lost too much, hasn't cooled down too much. He's still got that adrenaline going.
Yeah, hopefully. Like I say, if Callum, I know he's probably not used the Ford much, if at all, but it is a slightly heavier car, but I've used it. It's actually not bad.
No, it's the best entry level car to start this game with.
Yeah, because it doesn't fly around so much, does it? I like the Mini Mide. I got to be honest. If I, not just because I own one these days, but I liked it before. But it is. If anything, it's easier to correct.
Yeah,
that's what I found.
I've driven the Citroen. I find that to be interesting. One race it's fine, the next race it does everything all wrong.
It's like a woman then.
Some success.
No offense to any women who are watching, by the way. That's my caveat.
And I've had some success with the VW, although VWs are not my favorite car.
Well, here we go. We're getting ready to go.
I've tried the Ford. It seems to be fine.
I mean, they're all much of a muchness, I think. I think you could probably argue between different tracks. Certain cars might be better at different tracks, but I suppose with all motorsport disciplines, probably over the course of every race, of every track, taking the best bits of everything, there has to be some sort of reasonably level playing field, apart from F1, but we'll leave that one out.
We don't know who's on a wheel and who's on a controller, do we?
Good question. I think Callum's using his wheel tonight.
Okay.
And I think he said he was going to for the first race. I don't know whether after that he might go back to a controller. I'm not sure. It is tough using a wheel if you haven't used it. You need to get some practice in really to get used to it. This should be interesting. So Callum's smack in the middle there. I think Max will be looking from that grid position to get out. Will he go Joker from there? I think if he gets a good enough start, he'll probably look to get across and get past. It's always tough going into turn one, coming in from the left, unless you get a cracking start. But I hate being on the inside. I hate being on the inside line. In Rallycross, I'd rather be on the outside, because I always think I'm going to get mullered from the inside. So I'm sat on Philly's bonnet. Oh no, I'm sat on the floor now. Rock and roll, here we go, here we go. Ooh, what's going to happen there? Oh, the two are together, but hopefully they'll be... Oh, okay.
Four's gone.
Oh, slight over rotation there from Mr. Deadly.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it just takes some getting used to. Once you master that, you'll be laughing your head off. But so Mr. Rocks has got himself away. He's mastering the Ford. He's getting used to it.
Yeah, he didn't take the Joker, so he just went straight for it.
But if he can keep that sort of lead, he'll do all right. Because I don't think you lose massive amounts on the Joker. Maybe second and a half. I don't think it's not a big Joker, is it? But
no, and we got a lot of Fords yet tonight. Oh, who was that? I think that was. I lost him. I lost him.
It was drunk cameraman again. It was that drunk cameraman again.
Yes, I was trying to find Callum. Lost it. Oh, Callum.
Yeah. Oh,
he's not having a good night.
No, but he'll get used to it. Like I say, it's only. I think he's. You need to use a handbrake. It looks to me like he's not using a handbrake. You need a handbrake here. You've got to have a handbrake here, and it's just how much pressure you put onto that handbrake. But you certainly need it. Max is catching up to Philly, but oh no, a couple of cones. Philly might leave it until the last lap, but he's took that turn very well. He's done that really good. Yeah, and again, he's not losing too much time. Again, it's that wasn't commentator's curse. That was commentator's kill. It was. So sorry, Mr. Deadly. We might have just helped you to die. I think we gave you a black mamba there. I think, for want of better words. I don't think we helped you there. But overall, it's a learning curve. With a lot of new guys, even if you don't do brilliantly tonight, guys, keep it up because you're only going to get better. And practice. If you get the chance, practice. Because you've got the biggest improvement curves. But yeah, Philly's doing all right. He's doing well. I expected Max to obviously get himself in front. In terms of experience. Yeah, but it's going to be a good battle. James hasn't done his Joker yet.
Oh, he has. James has.
He has. Why does it not say it?
Because James had an excursion, and I think the game is now showing that he's still doing an excursion.
Ah, right, that's okay. Well, an expected win for Max in that heat. I did expect him. 35.7 was his best lap, I think. Again, Philly, well done, mate. A second place.
Yeah, well done. James, well done as well.
Yeah, a good third there. Same with Wee Deadly. Same for everybody. In fairness.
Callum,
Come on, Callum. He's trying to do some full sends. He's trying to show off there. It's all right. I'll let you off. I'll let you off that one. You didn't gain anything from it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a learning curve. Like I say, he probably feels good that he's come in last. Put my teeth back in. He's coming last into that one, but hey, it's a car he's not used before.
Yes.
But there you go. See, he's moving up to a D now. His rating's going up. His safety rating's going up, which is surprising when you're doing this. But that's all well and good.
4 laps as well. That's good news.
Yeah, like I say, it's been nice and clean so far. I've only had 1 or 2 bumps, and they've not been sinister in any way. But again, lap times 35.7, 36.2, 36.5, 37.7. Again, for Callum, a learning curve, so we're not going to take that into consideration. But get some practice in, you'll see your times come right down. Yeah. Right. Let's return. I wish I
had a microphone in his car. Could you hear what he was saying?
Oh no, I don't want that. It's before 9 o'clock, isn't it? Well, it is here. So we'll return back with that one. But yeah, so far tonight, I've got to say, after the 4 heats that we've had, I think it's been pretty good. I think the standard's been really good. People have been trying to be as respectful as they can. It is hard, though. You're not going on a flat track, and it's not easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's anything bar that. So, to be fair to the guys, I think everyone's doing very, very well, in all fairness.
Yeah, and I think if we could hear Callum, we would have very colourful commentary.
It would be incredibly colourful. It would be like a Technicolor dream.
Yeah.
Without the dream bit. If it would probably be the Oxford English Dictionary of Profanities. If such a thing exists. Yes, it would probably be unpronounceable. So we are into heat 2 of round 2. So we have Kyle, Andrea, Tom Gutterpunk, Josh, and Martin, otherwise known as Jeff. So again, there's none of the heats that you look at and go, you know what, this is an easy run for such and such a body. If anything, the last heat was probably the one where you could most likely pick a winner from. But
yeah, this one's going to be quite a tough one to call.
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be the easiest. Because again,
Jeff can even surprise us.
Yeah, Kyle, if he gets a decent run, can put in decent times. Andrea would probably be favourite for the heat if it all goes to plan. Again, Jeff, Josh, everyone here is decent. Well, they're all ready and they're all good to go. So, without further ado, let's go too. So
this is going to be a camera nightmare for this race.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it'd be really nice if the game gave us a sort of broad spec trackside view. Because in Rallycross, you could really, really use it. You could almost have a broad spectrum, which would kind of almost show half the track or a third of the track or in this case, maybe a full sector. So you get a broad base. But in truth, since this game came out, best part of 5 years ago? Well, yeah, 5 years ago this month. It was either the 11th or the 18th of September, I think it came out. So it's 5 years old, this game. No game has had a better broadcasting suite than this, which is good for this game, but poor for everybody else. Step up your game, everybody else.
So we've got the 2 Hondas on the outside, one on the inside.
Andrea's going to be happy with this one. He's got the best place really here. And again, he's going to get away. Oh, was that Jeff trying to get in there? So who's gone? Josh has gone. Oh, slightly over-rotated with that one. So Josh and Tom have gone and got the jokers out of the way, which is,
Can't
can't say.
No problems.
It is. It's tough, isn't it? It is. It is tough.
But it's Carl swinging all over the road.
But he's in second. He's keeping. Has he got past Andrea? You get the switch back now. You get. Oh, might have just caught a little tap there. But I think he just pulled out just to make sure it would be safe. But it. Oh, right. So Joffers or Martin or. Oh, he's going to come out close there. Oh, that was tight. That was tight. That was. To be honest, that was good driving to make sure that there wasn't too much contact involved there. Yeah, which is respectful. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes. Oh, that was. And again, it's tough. It's tough at times. Oh, it's a three-way. But but the front two have still got a joker.
Yes.
But these three are having a riot, aren't they?
That's a good race to watch.
You know, there's what officially there's 1.5 seconds between the three, but it doesn't look it. Oh, hang on. Kyle must have had a bit of a bump there, but again he's taking his joker, but Andrea's far away. But it's these four for the placings. Most certainly. Oh, is he going to go a bit wide there? He's gone. Oh no! Oh, and he just caught. Nightmare! He was having a bloody good race there. I'm sure he would have sworn. I would have.
Yes, that was beautiful racing by the four guys.
Yeah, and he was just unlucky there because his front end came across to the right a bit, and it was a bit of 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. That, which is a pity because he's now going to be last, and he probably thinks he should have been. These two killed each other. What was that, Tom and Jeff? Tom and Jeff, not Tom and Jerry. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. All we need now is the Bulldog, whatever his name was. And that was an interesting race. It was a shame for Kyle again. Kyle must just have. He must have fallen out the shitty tree and hit every branch on the way down. That's all I can say, because he seems to have a fair wedge of bad luck. But look at the lap times for those. 33.7 for Andrea. I'm not surprised that we've got into the 33s there. But again, Josh, 34.8. Tom, 35.5. Kyle, 34.5. You know, Martin, 35.8. They're all decent. And again, that was really unfortunate.
That was now a fantastic race.
But it was, yeah, again, really, really good, because there was one point in that race, I think, where I think it was Martin, who came out close to Kyle, and Kyle just obviously could have carried on and ploughed straight into him, but he obviously, discretion was a better part of valor.
Yes, in that final corner, Kyle seemed to have not hit the handbrake or just he didn't really drift in the corner.
Yeah, and that's cost him. That's cost him. And again, his lap time has showed that that the pace is there. He knows the pace is there. So he'd be really disappointed with that. He's probably thinking myself justice in that one. But hey,
it looks like this track has a blind spot there.
Oh yeah, you don't get
the final hit though.
It is tough. It's one of them. If you don't get it absolutely spot on, it's pretty unforgiving. That's probably the word I want to use. It is pretty unforgiving. Some tracks give you a bit more leeway, and people will see that throughout the season, I'm sure. But here, it's like, get something wrong and you're a bit dodo. You're a bit done for. Now this is going to be tasty.
Oh, this is going to be.
This is certainly going to be a tasty one. So what we got? We got Meader, Mr. Palm, we got Kenny, we got Dusty, we got Mr. Berries, and Mr. Ratek. So we need to get rid of Mr. Tom. So if you can hear me, get out. Not being horrible. Not being horrible. Yeah, Kyle might be just trying to get trying to grab Mr. Berries, because I know with Ryan he is. He's updating the spreadsheets in between the rounds, so in all fairness to him. So we just need to get rid of Tom. So Tom, Tom, the Piper's son, grab a pig and away you do run. Yes.
Is this not the race of champions now?
Yeah,
The
that's a
round
pretty
of
good shout. Yeah, that's a pretty good shout there. That's a pretty good. I don't think
This
Tom
is
can
going
hear
to
us.
be-
Oh, there you go. He's
There it goes.
he's probably just
This is going
eating
to
or
be
something.
another. That was going to be another camera nightmare.
Yeah, it's going to be a toughie this. Well, everybody's ready, so hey, let's go, as they say. Yeah,
And
again,
they're wearing
everyone's.
my PlayStation buttons out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like manual dexterity gone mad, isn't it? You need to probably, not that I'm advocating drug use, but you probably need to do a line of crack and something else to be able to keep up with it.
Especially with these 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's
These
gonna.
are our
That,
5
that's
top
that,
guys.
that's why the broad spectrum would be a mega help, because you could how easy or difficult it would be to do in game. I mean, they do enough in these games anyway. That's brilliant. So I can't see that it'd be an issue to just have a wider angle, a kind of like wide angle lens sort of thing that you could look at.
I think we should pause in this lobby of awesomeness now.
Yeah, it is. And that's just me and you. No, that's just
Yeah.
not that we're big-headed or anything, but
This is the cream of the crop here from Race Base tonight.
this is true. This is true. We have Pal, Dus, Burr, Ken, Rat. Read in that way, if you wish to read it that way. This should be a good one. This should be a good one. It should be a good one. That's a good start. That could be. Ooh, that's.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I thought more were going to joke at them, but they didn't. But Palm managed to get himself into a really good position there.
Yes.
I think Palm got through the gap. And Ryan's right on him, and here comes Dusty in his own inimitable way. So Kenny's done a joker. I think that was quite sensible from his point of view, considering where he was on the grid. And it keeps him out of this. It gives him clean air to catch up with everybody, which is what he'll look to do, and I think he already has done to a large extent. And say hi to Anders. Hiya, mate, on the chat there, saying hello. Hope you're enjoying it.
Oh, this is...
Oh, Palm goes right round the outside, but he held it. He held it under pressure from Ryan. And Mr. Berry's there and Dusty there. So Mark's taken his joker as well. So Atek and Kenny have taken their jokers. Tough heat, this. See, Kenny's right on the back of them all now because he had the clean air. The fact that these three are battling together is basically giving him carte blanche, really. Oh, Dusty's overdone it. Oh, no. Like, he didn't gain any advantage. He certainly didn't gain anything from that. He lost, but...
yeah, he lost that big time there.
But that's what pressure does, isn't it?
Palm really throws that Merc around the corner.
And it does all that.
You see Kenny, and watch Kenny, he's not really throwing the Merc.
No, oh no, Kenny's very smooth, in fairness. That's what gains him the time.
Yeah.
But he's... Oh, that's the worst part, because you get that wrong and it can go very, very badly. Oh, Palm. Oh, go on, Meet it. Go on, hold it. He kind of corrected himself a bit there. So Berries has got the lead. Just got the lead in front of Kenny, with Palm just behind. Dusty, obviously what happened to him there is kind of...
I think Kenny heard me. He's trying to throw that Merc all over the place.
Yeah, he'll try and go for it on the last corner. That's one of his things. If he can be smooth in that last corner, I don't think he's done it though. Oh, that's a good win for Ryan. Well done, mate. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. As will Kenny.
And where's Dusty? Dusty's in the corner. Dusty's in the weapon.
Yeah, and
Atek and Mark also down here.
And again, I think sometimes it's down to people not being used to certain cars either, because I'm sure Mr. Ratek, again, he can do it. He can do the laps. The lap times are there, but look at those.
Crazy times.
And I don't mean this in a horrible way, but Ratek's is actually the worst lap time, and it's 35.8. I mean, really.
And Kenny was only 0.08 of a second behind Berries.
Yeah, Ryan does a 34.8.
Yeah. And from what I can remember, I saw the corner there. Kenny may have had a bit of a oopsie on the second corner, or the first corner.
Yeah,
hairpin. By the joker, you went a bit. His teeth almost stopped there. So.
yeah. Well, that's what I thought. I thought more people were going to joker at the start of that by the way that they were, and then they didn't. It was like, oh, well, okay. But it's yeah, that was a pretty hectic race. I think people are going to realise, oh, I forgot to save the race. Damn, that's the first one we forgot. What an
There is an unofficially say he's the best of the best.
Yeah, there you go. You the creme de la creme, as one might say. But in fairness, like I say, Ryan can rallycross very well. So it's good to see that he's still there. Yeah, I think
that was an amazing race there.
It was certainly fun. But I think people realise now the competition is growing. There are more people now who can certainly win a heat. I'm not saying about totally winning an event or whatever, but that's going to come. I just think there are more people to consider in these events now. I think the competition for position has certainly become a little stronger, which is all good. I mean, okay, we got 15 drivers. You could argue 80% of those drivers are going to get to the semi. That's 12 out of your 15. However, nobody wants to be one of the 3 that doesn't make it. Whatever level you think you're at. If you don't make the semis, then okay, there's no disgrace because you're in with some of the fastest guys on PlayStation at Rallycross. So, there's no disrespect for that.
Yes, I'll be waiting for Callum again.
Yeah, he's probably, I don't know, he's trying to find his brain. He'll love me for that. He'll swear at me later, but that's okay. Nothing new with that one. Nothing new with that. But yeah, Anders in the chat. I know you drove here a while back, but if Rallycross still is something that you're interested in, then hey, come back.
This should be a good round as well with our some of our rookies. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's again, the bar is quite even.
Yes.
For the likes of.
This is your time to shine.
Yeah, I think you might put Josh might be the one that might edge it for me. Philly did pretty good as well. Again, James and Mr. Deadly. Again, it's about keeping the car. Same with Callum. It's about pushing it, but trying to keep some control. Sometimes, I won't quite say slow and steady wins the race. It probably doesn't in Rallycross, but...
So this is a Ford vs Honda round.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I wonder if they make a film out of that. Probably didn't. Nah.
Probably not.
Probably doesn't quite have the same je ne sais quoi.
Yes.
Hello,
passion. It's passion.
Yeah, it might help in like Japan, but I think that's about it really. It's probably about as effective as the old 70s Godzilla movies.
Yeah, those were fun.
Yeah, I remember watching them in the cinema and thinking it was brilliant. Where it's just a bloke in a fat suit, but no man. It was all good. Everyone's ready. So in that case, here we go again. This is the 7th heat, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I've lost track. I'm having so much fun, I've actually lost count.
Oh, it's a struggle when you only have to count to 9 and you can't remember. And
Well, I don't have to count in my job, so it doesn't really bother me.
You could argue this is a Star Trek heat, 7 of 9.
Yeah,
Isn't that a character in Star Trek? I've never watched.
She is.
I've never watched.
I think it's a female as well.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
I
only remember the original Star Trek with good old William Shatner. And I'm just going to throw this one out there. After he finished acting, he was going to create underwear, but he decided not to because Shatner panties was never going to catch on, was it?
That's never going to catch on anyway.
Oh, dear me. There's only one thing that's full of it at the moment. That's me, I think. So, it's interesting.
Watch, Callum is on pole position. He must be smiling through everything.
Yeah, he'd be grinning like a Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
And I know how Cheshire cats grin because I'm Cheshire. But that's where I was born anyway. There's one great piece of interesting information. Right, here they go. Ready to rock and roll.
Come on,
Let's
bro.
have a
Oh, right,
see.
here we go.
Well, Philly's smack in the middle, isn't he? He's and Josh is on the right side. Well, that's Josh got a good start. But then again, he might have done that for. Is he? So. That's very much the long way. He's gone into another country. But he's back. He's okay. That's 3 jokers done. So yeah, Josh is done. Yeah, it's well, like I say, it's I think it's a learning curve for most of these guys. In truth, a lot of them haven't got massive amounts of experience. Certainly in rallycross in this format.
Yeah.
No, but
beautiful. Come on, slide that car, Callum. Yeah. Don't be scared.
It's just getting used. It's just getting used to it, isn't it? For certainly for him, and the same for Wee Deadly. It's just getting used to what you can get away with. I mean, like Josh there is just revving 10 bells out of that one, and it's a good full send. Doesn't always get you the quickest time, but it looks good.
It looks very good, yes.
In all fairness.
Beautiful.
And I can actually hear it as well through my headphones. I can just hear that as well.
Which makes James, James, there we go.
Yeah. Again, I think they're learning as they're going along. They're learning on the job, so to speak, for want of better words. But it is all good. It's brilliant. The main thing that matters is that people enjoy themselves. As they get better, hopefully as they get better, then that'll be great.
This is definitely Josh's in the race.
Yeah, he
wins it.
I don't think he could have panned it out in any other way. I don't think he could have panned it in a better way. Again, look, there you go. He's just done a sub 35, which is no mean feat. Look at Philly. Yeah. Philly's done a 36 dead.
Where's Callum going? Callum is going sightseeing. He's looking for the monster.
Yeah. He was after a monster. Yeah. Not the Loch Ness monster, because we're in hell, and the Loch Ness monster doesn't live in hell, as far as I know. But
he wants out of hell.
Yeah. Yeah, let me out of hell. So Josh is going to take the win. I think it's going to be a good second for Philly. I think he's done well. Yeah. Same with James. There's not much. I nearly gave him a curse because he just tapped that, which could have cost him. So good win for Josh. Philly he's definitely taking the second. Well done to him. Same with James.
Well done.
They've all done. And even
Callum
and Wee Diddley having a battle there. I think where did Wee Diddley go? He's there. So Callum gets in a 4th, and Wee Diddley gets in a 5th. Again, for those 2 guys, it's just getting used to learning the cars. That's all it is. It's nothing. But again, still look at the times. 37 for Wee Diddley, 38.5 for Callum, 36.2 for James, 36 dead for Philly, nearly into the 35s, mate, maybe. And 34.9 for Josh.
If you can get a dead time, that you're very good.
That's kind of weird to have like an exact in this game. It's very rare you tend to get that. So obviously that then is the penultimate. No, not the penultimate. That was 7 and 9. We've got 2 more qualifying rounds left. Come on, Scott. Remember, I'm not quite going to senile yet, but. There is hope. My wife is probably hoping to get senile, so she can probably tell me that I don't live here. Just send me somewhere else.
I think your wife loves you too much.
Yeah, she must do. She's been with me for 32 years, bless her. Poor thing.
She's still alive, so yeah.
This is true. Yeah, she's not giving me paraquat into my mashed potato or something like that. She's just a glutton for punishment, bless her. I think that's what it is. They say behind every good man is a good woman. Why is she behind then? Why is she behind that? That's what I don't get. I don't understand that. I don't understand the meaning of life either, but hey, whatever. Does anybody?
Yes.
In the meantime, we have 8 of 9. So who we got here? So we got Kyle, Max, Andrea, Tom, and Martin, also known as Jeff, depending on who he wants to be. I bet he's Susan on Sundays though, but that's something else. We're not going to get into that one.
It's totally a different race altogether.
Absolutely. In this, I want to identify as a camel, just so I can get the hump. I know that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, what is there in these days? We can all be anything we want to be, can't we? I want to be a duck-billed platypus. No, I don't. But I could be an endangered species and looked after for the rest of my life. Oh, sorry, I already am, aren't I?
I just want to be me.
Yeah, that's... Yes,
Okay, sorry.
definitely.
All right. So
who's not meant to be it? Who's not meant to be it? James, you're a lovely lad, but sod off. You're not meant to be.
Come on, James.
So we should just have, yeah, and that's why obviously Kyle is waiting. I know he's probably ready, but he's not going to put his thumb up yet. Just while we get back onto James, he's probably forgotten, bless him, at the end of the race. But it's.
I think Kyle is on the Discord.
Right. He's probably saying, yeah, he's just saying, leave the lobby, get out. Probably not used to doing it, but it's one of those things. I bet he's run off for a pee or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not.
Dusty saying, just catching up with some of the chat in the general chat. Dusty was saying he got confused with the two Mercs. He thought he was following Kenny into the Joker because he wanted to track Kenny. They got it wrong. Never mind.
I also found track Kenny and I got lost as well because of the two cars were the same.
Yeah, weirder things have happened, I'm sure. I think he has gone for a tiddle or something, hasn't he? Because we can't start, because even if I started and he didn't start the race, he would still be in the way when everybody else came round. So obviously we don't want to do that. Just a little bit of teething trouble, but nothing more than that. I'm sure he will go as soon as he gets back and realises. I'm pretty sure. We'll just wait and see. He's probably gone to make a sandwich or something. He's gone to the offie to get some booze. It's just driven him to drink. There you go.
Yeah.
He just realised. It's easy done.
Oh, it shouldn't be there.
Easy done.
Right, and now we've got another confusion. We've got two the same cars.
Yeah, two Audis, or Audi, as we like to call them.
Audis. Yeah, we call them Audis, yeah.
Yeah, we certainly do as well. But if you think of the word audio, it's exactly the same. With an O on the end of it, so it should be called Audi, but it just sounds crap, doesn't it? Anyway,
yeah.
Here we go. Ready to play. What's the day? It's still Monday. But this is, again, this is going to be another meaty one. They've all been, in fairness. That's what you want. You want it to be competitive, whatever the level is. You want it to be competitive. That's what makes it. You got the guys at the top, but even I know there's shorter tracks, but even if you're looking at it in the way that you do, and you see it,
you need some bumper-to-bumper action.
Yeah, and it's definitely good. I just realised I could have kicked James, couldn't I, from the lobby? I think. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. That means you have to put your boots on.
Yeah. Put on your jack boots and yeah. I got some New Rock boots. New Rock cowboy boots with metal toes. Metal spike on the toe. So we've got
Carl in the centre and Volpix on the inside.
Yeah, Kyle's probably looking at it and going, I'm Piggy in the middle again, I'm going to die.
Napoli's got the outside, so he's got the possible Joker.
Andrea's probably got where he wanted to be. And same with Martin, really, same with Jeff. I mean, you're on the front row, you can't really want more than that. Max and Tom are probably... Max might go Joker on his position, but again, you never know. You can see those wheels going. Oh, and off they go. Andrea gets a good start, so I don't think he'll Joker. It'd be surprising if he did. Yeah, I'm not surprised the other guys have.
Yeah, Volpix has got the nice lead now.
Yeah, so you got the team Audi S1. Not quite the MMA team Alpha Male, but they probably think they are at the minute. But interesting that Max didn't go Joker. I thought Max would have gone Joker as well, because what happened to him there, I'm not sure. But out front you've got the two teammates, so are they going to try and kill each other?
Hopefully not. We've got some nice sideways action here. The guys are really throwing that around.
Yeah, who said that Pornhub's the only place you can get sideways action, eh?
Yeah.
You can get it all here, and it's all clean as well.
Yeah. And you get smoke as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it throws up a bit of dust. Definitely throws up a bit of dust, and it's rapid action, so yeah, that's pretty much the same as well. So Andrea's building up that lead over Tom, which is no disrespect to Tom, because Andrea has proved that he's pretty rapid, in fairness. Anyone who can give Dusty a run.
And Carlos found his handbrake, it looks like it.
That's good.
He's
Maybe,
really
oh, yeah, you go. He's doing his full send. He'll be happy that we've just got that bit. So he doesn't care about winning. He just wants to do the full send, and if he can, the more rubber he can burn, the better it is. He does like his rubber, does Kyle? Marissa told me that.
Burning rubber.
I'm joking, dear. But
definitely having a bit of a quiet race at the back, yeah.
Yeah, is it? I mean,
Is that Kyle?
yeah, I think he lost it coming round. But in fairness. But in fairness there, I think he stopped himself to make sure he didn't gain any advantage or gain a place. In fairness, he's probably done himself an injustice by dropping himself down to last, which he probably didn't deserve. But that's sporting, so not going to knock that. But Andrea's certainly going to take it. Jeff
had a bit of some sort of shortness there.
Yeah, something definitely. Well, something definitely went awry because he came out the middle of nowhere. That was like a hyperspace button. Yeah. So Andrea takes that. Again, you know, Jeff, good one from him as well. Good one from Tom.
I don't see the Napoli did his Joker. No, he must have done it.
Yeah, because there's no penalty there, but good racing. There you go, 33 again, 33 from Andrea. I think he's the only person who's got into the 33s tonight. He's done that twice. So, but again, I suppose if you get out front, you've got the chance with the clean air to go out and do it. Again, times-wise, 35.3, 36, 35.0, 34.6, 33.9. All pretty damn decent, in fairness. That's what I mean. The bar is a lot higher. The bar is definitely higher.
I think Carter just some over enthusiasticness there.
Yeah, something definitely. He must have pressed the nitrous. He pressed the nitrous button by mistake or something. Something happened there, didn't it? Not sure what, but.
Performance anxiety.
Yeah, must have been. Oops, I pressed the wrong foot down. It was definitely something like that. Good to see some teammate cheerleading as well. Ryan getting it on there for getting his teammate, giving him some kudos. So here we go, last of the qualifying heats. Yeah, last.
Okay.
Are we? No, we're not. I'm lying. Am I lying?
No,
yeah. I could be lying. I could be telling lies completely. I could be talking completely out on my backside. No, this is the last one of round 3. We've got 12 altogether, haven't we? I'm being an idiot. Ignore me completely, just like my wife does. So we should have Dusty, Ryan, Mark, Kenny, Mida. Again, pretty stacked heat, this.
Oh, yes, it is, yeah.
It is.
Two teammates again, two sets of teammates.
Yeah.
Who's been on
and then, so Ryan's going to do his team the world of good here by killing everybody else. I'm sure he wouldn't really.
Finding those gaps and taking those apexes, squeezing past.
Yeah, it's going to be, like I say, heat. Where they get grid position is it does matter. To be honest, the one place I wouldn't want to be is in the middle, if I'm really honest.
Yeah, because you don't know who's joking and who's going to go. You don't know. You can try and go joke and hope not you don't get taken out, or try and take the corner and hopefully you won't get smashed
killed.
In the back.
And that's the thing. If you're at the front, then happy days. Rock and roll. Here we go then.
Yeah.
So this is heat 9, actually of 12.
Yeah, this is again the creme de la creme around.
Yeah, there's some, like I say, every heat has been competitive in its own way.
Yeah.
Which is, and that's all you want. That's all you want from any of this, really. Whatever you're in. So now Jeff's coming back and saying, right, your turn now, Berries. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure whatsoever.
There's no pressure.
I reckon what we should have really is we should be able to, have screens in screen where you can show like the cheerleaders, the other teammate there with a scarf and pom poms and everything cheering on your teammate. I think that should be a thing. But I'm not wearing a skirt or a tutu or anything like that before anyone thinks about it. We are exempted from doing that because we're in here. That's a good reason.
Berries has got the outside. Okay, so Berries and King has got what on the inside?
I reckon Berries is going to go Joker. Kenny, depending on his start, might go Joker. I don't know, or he might just, if he gets the start quick enough, which he did, he won't go Joker.
That's beautiful.
He did. He made it look like his teammate wasn't going at all there. See, again, just tries to hug it on the way around. Palm might get around here because I think Dusty. What did Dusty do there? Oh. Who was that? Was that Palm?
Yeah, I seem to have a bit of a problem now.
You can't change it. It won't change your thing, will it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the first one. Oh, there we go. We're drunk cameraman again, and we got the thing on the bottom.
So we've got Dusty and Kenny out in front. Mark has done his, Retic has done his Joker.
Yeah, as has Ryan. I think Palm must have turned around on that turn. I think, what is it, turn 2 or 3 or whatever one it is, but he might have turned around and then got turned around.
Because Mark has got a bit of a loose bumper there, so he's had a bit of coming together by somebody.
Yeah, which might have been that. Hard. Yeah, like I say, Dusty and Kenny are gonna follow each other. I think the only way around that is if Kenny decides to go Joker and get some clean air, because he might be able to come out into clean air, which might give him a chance to catch on. There you go, he's done it. Must have been listening to me, obviously. He knows I know my onions. I just can't eat them. So he needs to bring that gap down to Dusty to make it. Oh, he's gone a bit wide. He's gone a bit wide.
That was close. Yeah, Berries gave him
he was
space there.
Yeah. Oh, he might try and get. No, it's too far back, isn't it? Oh no, actually, no.
A bit of a slide there.
That might have cost him. Actually, he might have got past Mark with that.
Yeah,
but these guys are Ryan's trying to go. Tried to go to the inside.
Those apex is very close.
Again, good sportsmanship, because I think Ryan backed out of that one. Because I think the angle, the trajectory that he had, I think he might have took him into Mark, but he might get this. No, it looked like he might for a minute. He's got to try this on the last one now. He's got to try it.
Yeah, he's pushing. He's not
gonna get it at all. Oh no. I bet Mark was twitching then, because it looked like a bit of lag there coming out of that corner, and I thought Ryan might have had him then. But I bet they're all sweating like crazy.
Yeah, and Paul maybe never required to back.
Like I say, he ended up going somewhat sideways, I think. I don't know whether he over-rotated and then got hit.
Oh, Paul did not finish.
I thought he did, actually, but it must have been right on it. I don't think that matters massively, but... Again, 34-3, 34-1, 34. So again, Andrea's the only one to get sub-34s from what I can see. Which is, again, it's no mean feat. It just shows you how tough it is to try and get under 34. I think, perfect scenario, they probably can if they're doing like their time trials and stuff like that. They're going to get better times. Plus, in time trials, you can cheat a bit, can't you? So I'm told.
Yeah, I don't know if you can cheat. I've never tried.
I haven't, but I'm sure Dusty was saying something a few weeks back about how you can do certain things with time trials.
Yes, you got to test a little bit of the game first.
Yeah, and then I think there are certain things you can certainly get away with. That's for sure. So there we go. That's the first 3 sets over with. So I'll delete them as I go. So I've only got one left. So we are into round 4, heat 1, which will be Philly Rocks, James, Sam, Callum, and Martin. So I think if we were going to go off form, and then this has got to be Martin's stroke Jeff's to win.
Yeah.
Off tonight, I think Philly and James might have a good battle for second stroke third. And
maybe they can even dispose of Jeff.
Skullduggery. No, we can't have that. We can't have that. So 10 to 12 in the qualies. I mean, it's all to fight for. Obviously, at the moment, I don't have updates, but as the season goes on, we'll try and sort of find out ways in which we can sort of try and have a live scoreboard. I think I've got a couple of ideas. I'm sure one or two of the other guys have as well. It's just being able to manage multiple things and make it all work. Yes. It is logistically quite a bit of a headful, but it's good, and that's what I like about it. I know people say about different events and blah blah blah, but this is something that Race Space as a group has done for a number of years now, and it's whether it was meant to be the primary event doesn't matter. It's become it, and I look at it as a USP anyway. It's a unique selling point, something we do that I don't think anyone else does. I've certainly never found it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to keep the camera on the cars with the wobbly cameraman in front there.
Yeah, drunk cameraman. We want that. So Jeff's going to be happy with that. I don't think he could have been in a better position. I think it's perfect for him.
Yeah.
But James might get off a good shout. So I think Philly on the outside might end up taking.
James in front.
Yeah, that's a rapid start. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a really saying that. That's one good thing that's happened tonight. I'm probably going to give it commentator's curse now with 2 more heats to go, but nobody's false started.
That's good news. Yes. You don't want a false start.
No,
especially in this group. Yeah.
I think people have decided to err on the side of caution. I think that's sensible. No, for the sake of 0.3 of a second to get no points. No points is like you're not going to make the final 12. I don't care what you do in the other 3 rounds. If you get a nil point, I think you're dodo, for want of better.
And Jeff has got this quite nice now with Philly Rocks behind him.
Yeah, Philly's done really well. I got to be fair. I've not seen much of his Rallycross.
He's a bit slow into the slide.
Yeah, he lost that a little bit, but it's something.
Learning curve.
Yeah, definitely. Forgive the pun, because it's all curves, isn't it? But it's.
Yes.
But it's.
Some curves are nicer than others.
But in fairness, then it's a battle for the minor places. The top, these 2 will fight it out. Jeff should take it, really, on paper, and Philly has looked pretty good in the other heat. So I think I thought it'd be a battle between him and James for second and third, if I'm honest with you. Oops.
Him and Callum are having a bit of a ding dong.
Yeah, but again, they're still having a battle. James has managed to eke away from those 2, and those 2 are having a battle now. But again, trying to keep it. They're going to get better. They're going to. Without a doubt, we can understand that you might feel a bit despondent if you like it. Again, that wasn't meant. But again, he's turned around and said, no, after you. So can't fault that. Can't fault the sportsmanship. But yeah, practice, dudes, because you will get better. And that curve will get. They'll probably improve a few seconds a lap very quickly, and then once you get down to into the 38s, 39s, it might slow down a bit. But again, Jeff takes what I'll call the expected win. Philly a good second place. He was my favourite for second place because his performances have. Well, he's hoping to get around. I think that car's just going to. It'd be like one of them weird wacky races thing. It just gets to the finishing line, just falls apart. And in fairness, there's a good 4th for Callum. We Diddley, where have you gone? Where have you gone? Oh, he can't quite get to the end.
Yes, there we go. It's cut off.
But again, like I say, Jeff 34.8, Philly 35.9, James 37.2, much better than Callum 37.9, 42 for Wee Dudley. You're going to get better, mate. I'll say this, and I'll say this as many times as it takes, but persevere with it. You will get better. That goes for everybody bar the top boys, really. So, again, we'll save that, just because I'm saving them all. I have to remember it in about 48 hours to delete everything, so I've got so much stuff on here now. Good thing is the short races, so
Doesn't take much space. Yeah.
no, it gets all the race as well. Because what was it? For about the first 2 years, you could save anything, and then they started becoming like it saves 37 minutes. Oh, it just started doing weird rubbish after one of the updates.
Yeah,
and ever since then, it's done the same, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then the game took long to load because it had to load all those previews as well, all those races in. So
Yeah,
maybe it's a development tool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was certainly threw a few cats into the works. So let's have a look. Penultimate. Right. So we got Kyle, Max, Andrea, Tom, and Josh, otherwise known as K9, DiNapoli, Ball Peaks, Gutterpunk, and Whiston. There, you wouldn't have known that otherwise.
So we're just waiting for Gutterpunk to pop back into the lobby.
Yep, there he goes. He's probably gone and cracked open a tinny, as they would say in certain parts of the world, but not where I am. So everybody, I'd be interested to know. I know, obviously, that at the top end, I know the likes of Dusty and Kenny and probably Andrea will do slight changes to the setups. I know they do mess about with them a bit, but I don't think it's anything like, with track cars. Like if we're playing ACC, you can faff around with setups for ages and ages, and sometimes overdo it. But I don't think there's too much you need with these. I mean, brake bias, front rear, slight changes, bits and bobs. But I can't see people doing anything like radical.
Yeah, I've tried to run Kenny setups, but it just doesn't fit my driving style. I end up going around and around and around in certain spots.
Yeah, far too loose. You'll find at the top, seriously, you'll notice this across any discipline. All the fastest guys are very, very, very loose setups, which is great if you've got the precise handling. If you've got knackered arms and legs like me, you got no hope. But it takes time. Sam was just saying there, not the best race for myself there. Hey, mate, at the end of the day, as I've said, if you watch this back later, it's all a learning curve. Like you've not done yourself any harm at all. It's all experience. It's all laps under the belt, as they might say.
Yeah.
You will only get better. You'll only get better.
This is just the first round.
Exactly, and obviously plenty of time to practice as well in between times. I'm sure some of the guys will get on there with your teammates or something, or other people, get some advice. Yeah. And Martin's saying the Honda boys always in together. Yes, I know. The Honda boys. Yeah, it's like the Hardy boys, isn't it? That was the Hardy boys and Nancy Drew mysteries. These are the Honda boys.
The gamers decided to stick the Honda boys first and last.
Yeah, it's these Japanese developers, isn't it? Yeah. So Kyle's got the best place there. Again, Andrea will be looking to get through. Don't think there was a gap there, was it? Who's going to go? It's Josh. But he managed to hold it. Oh, he's got another one. Oh, no, all three of them. All three of them. At least it's the right way around.
Yeah.
You just got no luck, mate. You just got no luck whatsoever.
Yeah, the Honda boys were supporting each other there.
Yeah. He must be cursing. I know I've said this a couple of times, but apart from me, I've never known anybody who can just be so bleeding unlucky in races.
Yeah.
I'm the one that gets hit by everybody, usually.
Usually. We've got the two Audis in front and the two Hondas in the back.
That was close. That was close. Was that Josh? Was it? No. Carl
was indecisive to do his Joker or not.
And just went in the middle. Not a good night. I think he'll want to forget this evening.
Yeah.
He's just going to do some full send now, isn't it? He's just going to go.
I think he's got damage. He may have heavy damage on that suspension.
Yeah. I would have thought that suspension is hammered, but he's holding it. He's holding it all right. He's managing to hold that and give a plume. But in the meantime, Andrea's going to fly. There you go. He's done a 33.8 again under 33s. Sorry, under 34s. I mean, Jesus, under 33s, you need a rocket.
Yeah.
But again, Tom's doing well. Josh is doing well.
Yeah.
Max is again might have won in the lights, but these are a different kettle of fish. But his lap times are decent. In fairness, he's. I think is he getting caught there, or am I looking at something? No, it wasn't. It was Di Napoli on the back of Josh, wasn't it?
Yes, he's on the back. He's catching Josh.
If I'm looking at that, yeah. Meader's just saying there, not the best night for K9. No, he's like I say, he's fallen out the unlucky tree and hit every branch on the way down for tonight.
Yeah, and the style car in mathematics 3 doesn't go into 1.
No, and he ends up being a 1, unfortunately.
Yes.
But Andrea takes that one. Tom, good second place. Josh again, decent third. Max fourth. No, unfortunately for Kyle, the position he probably didn't want in any of the heats. But again, look at the lap times. The 34.9, 35.2, 35.5. Again, Andrea
Kyle did get damaged. He did a good time there with his damage.
He probably did better with it.
Yeah.
I think the way it's going tonight for Kyle, I think he'd have been better off letting everybody else go and then starting half a second later. He probably still would have come out better, but that's just... Yeah, I think as far as poo hitting the fan goes, I think it's been sort of gargantuan size. It's been dinosaur size poo. I think the fan just stopped altogether. There was that much of it. But it's one of those things, unfortunately. Hopefully better next time. But yeah, that's...
That icon of Winston does look like a bit of a poo there. I don't know if it's a banana or something. I've got no idea what that picture is. I just can't wrap my mind around it.
Yeah, you're just looking at it and going, yeah, what's that?
What is that?
It does. It looks like it's some sort of weird thing. I mean, I was going to look, but he's gone in the. So this is now 12 of 12. This is your last. And hopefully, like I said, in weeks to come, we'll try and find a way that we can kind of have a live scoreboard if we can. It's not the easiest thing. It's kind of difficult because obviously people that are racing are trying to collate all this info, and obviously we got to collate it all at the end to decide who's in the two semis. But it'd be nice, in time to come, and that's not a criticism. It's just finding a way of making it work for everybody.
Who do we still need for this last?
So we got Kenny, Dusty, Meader, Ryan, and Mark. So again, it's a tough gig for everybody, really. In truth, it's not the easiest, but 12 of 12. Here we go. Yeah, again, Dusty will be watching Kenny, and Ryan is certainly in the mix. In theory, depending how it goes, anyone could win this heat, and you could say that about a few.
I hope Tom gets a favourable starting position. He's one to watch. He really makes the car go sideways as well.
Yeah, he likes. Again, it's a case of being in the right place, isn't it? If you get in front and you don't make a mistake, it's going to be really hard for people to get past you, just by nature of what it is. But most overtakes are mistakes.
The comments are showing a bit of sympathy for K9 tonight. Yeah,
I think he certainly needs that tonight. I think he needs some TLC this evening. It's if you're listening, Marissa, you'll have to be nice to him. He's just not had a good night, love. If you've been watching, you'll know.
My man Palm is in the back there. Oh, well,
Dusty and Berry's on the front row. Kenny sat in behind.
Kenny's got the wall, but Kenny, he's got a very good launch.
Yeah, but I'd still go Joker if I was him.
Yeah.
There you go. He's got a good launch off the side of Ryan, but I'd still go Joker there. I think him and Ryan, are they both going? Yeah, I thought they might. So what we got there?
And a Merc.
Dusty and Palm. Oh, what happened there? Oh, did those two catch? I think Palm and Ratek had a little coming together there, but I don't think. Oh, and I think Mark came out badly out of that one, unfortunately for him.
Actually lost Marker, there he is. Oh yes, he's got a bumper there.
Yeah, he's come out pretty badly out of that, I think. I think he's got some serious.
Serious scrapes,
He's gaining some time. Oh, I was going to say he's gaining some time back, but I think going into some of the corners it might be difficult. But in the meantime, Dusty's ploughing a lone furrow.
Yeah.
With
Palm
there.
So easy.
Like Berries and Kenny's like 4 and a bit seconds back, so that might be a bit too much unless he can bring that down in the next lap and a squidgy bit. But Berries might have a chance if he can bring that down.
Pushing, yeah, Berries is coming up fast with that Citroen there.
Which is, he's going to sit on the back of Palm. He probably wants to try and get past him. Oh, no, it was going well, it was going well. But that's what I mean, that's what it is with this. You can do 98% of it right, and that 2% is just going to kill you. That's a shame. No, that's a pity.
Hitting the tyre on the inside curb and it just pulls you in. And then
it's just like over rotation, and you're just done for, aren't you?
Oh, there's Mark there. Mark's got a lot of scrapes as well in his car. Yeah,
definitely. He's going to get a repair bill for that thing, I think. So Dusty's got 2.9 on depending where you are, but this will be interesting actually, because that gap has come down quite a bit now. Ryan's got right in the back of Dusty, off the back of the Joker. I thought it might be tight.
Kenny's overtaken Palm as well.
Yeah, so he's got that third, which that might help him. I mean, it depends on what semi-heat you're going to be in. Obviously, odds and evens, but
Ryan making it look so easy.
Yeah, good effort to get back at Dusty. No. That was a good effort from him, and there wasn't watching that. Yeah. And then Kenny, I think, managing to sort of salvage a third. Yeah, probably not where he intended to be, but it's certainly salvaged it. And poor old Palm, I think Mida's probably second to Kyle for unluckiness. Man, you're saying that Ratek will probably run him close as well. Yeah. I don't think either of them have had the rub of the green, shall we say?
Yeah, a lot of rubbing on this one, but yeah.
Yeah, Dusty just outside. Dusty just outside the 33s. Yeah, he's been good. Over the 12.
The top 4 or 34s.
Yeah, that is. I mean, even Ratek was only 35.1, so he's only just ever so slightly outside of that. But
I think the first lap contact, really caused him to lose out a bit there.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky in fairness. So again, over the 12 heats, I think to be fair, it's been pretty damn clean for Rallycross. But one or two kind of what I might call medium bumps, but they were caused by two mitigating factors. Whereas you've got somebody who's gone perpendicular into the corner, full sending it. You've got somebody else who's coming up to go into it. So obviously they haven't rotated yet, and unfortunately you end up with a T and it doesn't work. Even if the other person's not going very fast, it's because the two cars are in that proximity to each other, then it doesn't always bode well, not with the collision physics in this game, I'm afraid. That's the one thing that lets it down.
Yeah, and I think the Hondas, because they're so long as well, you can't really, if you're coming into the corner,
you can't miss it, can you?
You can't see where you're going. It's fully in your windscreen there, so...
It's like having an Arctic. Maybe not quite so much, but it's a big So obviously what we're going to look for now is obviously after the qualies is the guys will be getting all the info together. I know Ryan will be button pushing, I think, between him and Kyle. I think they'll be doing that one.
Let's hope his Excel spreadsheet doesn't crash.
Yeah, we're buggered if that happens. Manny, we got all the races. We could just run the whole thing back. We just run it all back and go, right, he got that. It could take a while though. We could be a long time if that happened. But in fairness, like I say, for the first one back after 8 months, it feels like a pregnancy. It's probably been that long, but it's in truth, I think that's probably one of the cleanest qualifying that I've seen in terms of nothing major. You haven't seen most of the bad crashes are where people have lost control, not through somebody else. I think I can think of 2 particular incidents over the whole thing, and none of them were sinister or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
wrong
So,
place,
so
wrong
if you had
time.
to say, at this point of the evening, would you say we have a most improved driver?
Ooh,
Or,
yeah, that's a good thought. I mean, there's a few I'd put in there. I thought Philly was really good.
yeah, I think our rookies did very well tonight.
Yeah, he's certainly impressed me, Philly. I think Josh has done quite well. I don't think anyone.
Yeah. I'd just say, well, Paul and Carl will obviously have to go for the wooden spoon trophy tonight.
Yeah, and I don't know
High
who.
expectations from them.
I don't know who are the ones who won't be in. I'm assuming that these are the 6 that are in semi-final 1. I'll probably get confirmation of that in a moment, but it kind of looks that way. Obviously, what I need to do is just change this to 6 laps as opposed to the 4 that we had, obviously, for the heats. Just for those of you that don't know, that's what we do.
All right, then the boss of Race Base has now joined us.
How's it, guys?
Not your best evening, mate.
Yeah, so I'm just here to let you know, if you haven't seen already, what the points are. Barry's has been posting them, but you might just not have seen them on the group.
No, I haven't, if I'm honest.
Making it, well, I'll read first the order of where everyone came. So Volpeak's 1.
Yeah.
Qualifying, Dusty 2nd, Barry's 3rd, Kenny Shep 4th, 5th, Wistan, 6th, Joff, 7th, Guttapunk, 8th, DiNapoli, Palmer 9th, Philly 10th, Ratek in 11th, 12th is myself. It was actually equal in points. It was equal in points between myself and James, but because I just managed to get him on that last one, it goes to last race. So yeah. I made it just.
So count back, did it?
So then James 13th, Wee Deadly 14th, and Callum 15th. So unfortunately, those 3 don't make it. So the first race you're going to have when you've got everyone in your lobby,
I think I've got them all.
Volpeaks, Berries, Wistan, Guttapunk, Palm, and Ratek.
Yeah, they're all in there
you
now.
You got those guys, you should be able to go if they're all thumbs up and ready.
These guys are in the lobby, yes.
I hope you guys have been enjoying the racing.
It's been a riot. It's been a riot. It's been really good, and it's been very clean. One thing I'll just say before you do toddle off, it's been really, really clean. I've only seen 1 or possibly even 2 incidents at a push, and the one that the one person thought something had happened, it actually wasn't. It was just a perpendicular car and a straight line car, both in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nothing.
If there was anything serious, it was mainly just racing incidents. I don't think anything.
No, there's been nothing. Seriously, it's probably been one of the cleanest lots I've seen.
Just unlucky for some, but anyways, let's get going. Good
you
luck,
you are the me of Rallycross. You are the me of Rallycross. You are, mate. We're going to get you a trophy of like something crunched and squidged or something, and just call it the hit to shit trophy because it rhymes. Anyway,
cool. Enjoy.
At least you got in the semis, mate. You can redeem yourself.
Yes.
Enjoy,
That's
guys.
what you have to do. All right,
we shall indeed. Best of luck. Okay, so the guys are all in then. 6. Nobody's blown their engine up either tonight. I don't know why that came to mind with Kyle being there, because he's usually the person who blows his own engine up, isn't he? But
yeah.
So now this is where it's going to get kind of Titanic now.
Yeah, this is where the rubber meets the tarmac.
Yeah, and I think from having 6 laps, you could kind of play, if you were nervous about what we were saying about before, being kind of stuck in the middle and not knowing what to do, is it worthwhile if you're on the back row of going, if you're on the back row on the inside, I think that's tougher. If you're on the back row on the outside to the right as we're looking at the TV screen, then to me that's Joker. But if you're on the right hand side, you'd still have to go across the guy on your left unless he got away from you. It's
this
tough.
is all depending on where the game places you.
Yeah,
like this now. Ooh,
wonderful. Tom and Mark on the front row, Berries and Andrea on row 2, and poor old Palm and Josh on the back row.
Back row. Yeah.
So they might go Joker, possible. Tom and Mark I can't see Mark going Joker from there because he's going to be knowing that he's going to have Andrea on his outside, and I am reading that the right way, aren't I? Yeah, Andrea's the red. Yeah.
And we got Berries in the mix there as well, so he has a very lightning start as well.
Yeah, if he can get into the middle of those two, it might make Mark take the Joker. Because
see what they do.
Oh, that was a bit of a slower start, I think, by everybody. Nobody wants to false start, do they? So, right, okay.
Ooh, yeah, we got Palm crashing out there.
Yeah, that went 3 really going bad. Joker. That was kind of surprising. Ratek, Volpeaks and Berries. I'm not surprised that Ratek took it. I'm kind of surprised that Andrea and Berries took it, but maybe they just thought it might be better, give a bit of clean air between the front 2 guys. Obviously, first 3 of the 6 will go through to the final, so it's kind of all to play for. Not the best start for Palm. I don't know what ultimately happened there, but he
may have got a rub in there.
Yeah, I don't think that's... Bit of over rotation there between those 2. Well, that's kind of that's Andrea's got it all to do.
And Palmer's
his car's knackered. He must have mega suspension damage because he can't take that in a straight line at the minute. Yeah, that's pretty damn difficult. A pity. He's just been he's somebody who's not had the luck tonight. But at the moment, the big surprise for the minute is, Berries and Volpeaks are out won't make the final as it stands. Yeah. But we've got 3 laps to go yet, so I think the pressure's going to be on Mr. Ratek. And
Volpeaks is pushing hard there.
And Tom hasn't done his Joker yet, Gutterpunk. I know he's leading, but he hasn't done the Joker yet. So again, this could become... He's trying to look at getting that, and he might have that there. He might have that. No! They've killed each other. They've killed each other.
That's the dynamic of the game. If you tend to rub too long the game.
Yeah, you get the what's called the Project Cars super glue.
Yeah, and then you get the rubber bounce off.
Yeah, you do stick together. I mean, to be honest, nobody gained an advantage over that. It killed them both.
Yeah.
That's played into the hands of everybody else, because you got Josh, Ratek, and Tom. For Ratek, he can certainly redeem himself, because I'm sure he would have preferred to have been ahead of 10th. I think he was in quali. I think he would have preferred that. Obviously, Palm's done what I consider to be the right thing with a shagged out car and just put it to one side, which is good sportsmanship from him. I think Andrea and Ryan will be absolutely gutted at the minute.
Yeah.
Because I can't see, barring a disaster, I can't see either of them making it. And in truth, if there was any sort of protest, it'd only be against each other, which is neither here nor there. And I don't think anyone was at fault, if I'm really honest, from what I could see.
Yeah, I think Palmer's pulled off to the side of the track there.
Yeah, I think I would have done as well in his position, if I'm honest. So it looks like Ratek's going to take the win here in this semi, having got himself. He probably feels a lot better now after this race if he holds it from Tom. Is Tom going to get? No, not quite. So, Ratek and Tom. Ryan's managed to get himself. Josh has killed himself at the death and got Ryan in there. Which is very fortunate, if I'm honest.
Crashed as well.
Yeah, which is.
He was doing so well.
Yeah, that's mega unlucky for Josh. To be fair, that's really, really, really unfortunate. But that's given. Oh, that was a bit weird. Yeah, I got a wing mirror then, and I got a rear view mirror, which is kind of weird.
Me too.
Yeah, so again, Ratek, there you go, taking. Yeah, I mean, Max was saying what happened to Wiston. I think he crashed there in the end. I think it might have been. Yeah, it was really, really odd because he was doing really well. But again, it's pressure. I'm not saying that's the reason, but it is pressure. So
and we missed that. I missed that on the camera side.
yeah,
So
I mean the shock of that one, I suppose, is that Andrea doesn't make the final. I don't think anyone would have put money on that one. So Ratek, Tom Gutterpunk, and Ryan Berries manages to get there in the end. But I will save that. I think it's the right thing to do. And then back to the lobby for semi 2. Yeah, really.
The 6 laps is tough if you have a first lap incident. You know.
Oh yeah, if you've got damage to your car.
Before, right?
I mean, just to get to the end of a race without damage is a feat in itself. If I'm really honest with you, and it's really, really tough. But that's it. Yeah, I think that was tough on Andrea, unfortunately. But that's the nature of the beast, I suppose. If you look at it like that, and it was tough with Josh as well. I think. I'm sure he'll tell us later what ultimately happened to him. But yeah, that was a bit of a tough one for him. I think that might have been a bit of pill to swallow, even if it's his own mistake. He's still going to be gutted because he put himself in a position to make a final. And
did the top 3 go through, or was it still based on time?
Yeah, no, top 3. So that's what I mean. So that basically that kind of killed Andrea, I think. And
yes,
both.
First time.
Yes, yeah. So he's been the fastest guy out there, but he's not going to be in the final, which to a certain extent is a bit of a travesty. But it's the nature of the beast. He just, it's a one-shot deal once you get into the semis, and something goes slightly wrong, and you haven't really got the chance to get it back. I think Ryan did extremely well to manage to sneak in third, and again, his fortune was Josh's misfortune.
Yeah, because he had that horrible spin with the 302.
Yeah.
And the other.
Again, this one's going to be interesting. I mean, that first one told you exactly what to expect. The unexpected.
So we've got our rookie fully in the semi-finals. Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's brilliant for him to get in there. That's first time out. Everybody's ready, so let's go for semi 2.
They can test his steel there against the big guns.
Yeah, I think Kyle got. I won't say got lucky, because obviously if you're in the top 12, you're in the top 12. But he got in there on countback, so he just literally got in there on countback, finishing ahead. So I'm sure that's not what he'll want to do at any other time. I'm sure he'd want to get in with a little bit more room to breathe. Yeah. But again, I think that shows how competitive it is. I really think that shows.
And we've never really had guys equal on points before, so this is also a first for me.
No, there's usually been there's usually been, and again, I don't say this in a disrespectful way to anybody. There's usually been a gap between the top couple of boys and everybody else. Whereas I don't think that gap's as big anymore. And there's more than a couple of boys at the top now. But that competition puts pressure on people, and people make mistakes under pressure. So
and the rookie has been given pole position. This is going to be. I hope he doesn't.
Well, Philly's probably going to hope he rocks. Forgive the pun, but he's. Again, Kyle's got himself in the middle. I think he's been in the middle all the way through, hasn't he? Yeah, Dusty's on the back. Dusty and Kenny on the back. So who's going to go Joker? Or will they get... Oh, that's a rapid start. That's a rapid start from Kenny. Oh, no. What happened there? I think those two got locked up there a bit. But so nobody joked. Wow, okay. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Max and Kyle, didn't they? Yeah. Which I think from Kyle's perspective, I think that's probably the most sensible decision tonight after what's happened so far. The more you can be away from everybody else, the better. So Kenny got a cracking start, to be fair. In all fairness, you could and good old launch control from Dusty, and Jeff there trying to keep in with him. Philly again doing admirably. Oh no! Oh, is that Dusty and Kenny?
Dusty and Kenny, yes.
It is. Oh,
Open the door for Jeff. Jeff just
yeah, hasn't it,
sailed
Josh?
right.
After a few swear words, Kenny will be back on it. Yeah, he's. No, I'm looking at the time. Is his car fucked? That time's. Oh no, the time's catching back now. I thought maybe he'd benched it.
Kenny's a man of few words.
No, he just likes to get down. I think, about the only good thing, if I can. Oh, there's a few big airs going on.
That was Philly. He was getting a bit airborne there.
Oops. Where's Dusty might have some damage as well. Oh, is that a clash with Kyle? Is that Kyle?
Yes, that's Kyle again.
See, he's having a better race this time, although something must have happened on that lap. I think they both helped each other out there. This could be a bit. Oh no, Kyle's managed to get in front.
A little bit, and Kyle's
lost. His own bumper's getting in the way.
Philly muscles his way through there.
Yeah, it's that Ford. It's built like a tank.
Yeah. Don't be scared of the boss. Take him out.
Yeah. No, you get bonus points for that one, don't you? So Dusty in first. Kenny's gonna be. He's got 2 laps left to gain 3 seconds on Max. But he's gonna be gutted with that. That might. I mean, again, I didn't see anything in real time there that made that look bad, and I'll put that one out there. But I just think that was really, really unlucky, and he came out. He got the shitty end of the wedge.
It was the game's rubber ball bouncing.
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't see any sort of skullduggery between. It was 2 guys, asking for no quarter and giving none, and between him and Dusty, and he just got. Unfortunately, I think the physics kind of took that one over.
Yeah.
So here we go. So Dusty obviously.
Yeah, he's pushed through. Dusty's done his joke.
Yeah. So
Jeff is screaming up there, but I don't think Jeff is going to catch him.
No, I don't. I think Dusty was comfortable there. Max looks like he's going to take the third. At the moment, the way it's going. Oh, Dusty, what have you done? Oh, Jeff takes it. Jeff's going to be happy. Not that it matters massively, but it's the points. Obviously, he gets an extra point for winning it. And Dusty DiNapoli takes the third. Oh, Kenny was only just behind him. He got right there.
Yeah.
Kyle into 5th, and Philly, unfortunately for him, ends up in 6th. But you know what?
Respectable.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't, to get into the semis and actually be in exalted company and do yourself no disservice whatsoever, I think is pretty good going. Again,
we thought Jeff wasn't going to catch him and pass him, and what?
Yeah, again, weird things happen, don't they? I don't know whether he might have had some damage from what happened between him and Kenny, but again, just I'll put that out there. If I was Kenny, I'd be pretty unhappy. But I don't mean that in disrespect to Dusty or anything. It's just one of them things. There was nothing bad about it. It's just, this is where the collision physics come into play, and I'm sure he knows that as well as anybody. The 2 were level, and then all of a sudden it's almost like you catapult across one way. You're just stuck. So, we got no Andrea and no Kenny in the final, which I don't think many people would have put money on that one. I certainly wouldn't. Not if I wanted to get any of it back. Not that I'm a gambler anyway, but that was all told. It's been a good night. Whatever happens, there's been some good racing. To be fair, I think that was just really, really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, Kyle was also unfortunate there. So. Let's see. So it's going to be Dusty, Jeff, Mark, Aratic.
And we got Max. So Dusty, Kyle, DiNapoli, Jeff, Tom, Mark.
We're just waiting for Kyle to exit the lobby.
I think Max was saying we're going to get a penalty, right? K9, I think I bumped you. Yeah, you might have done, mate, but I don't think there was nothing naughty there.
No, it wasn't extreme or anything. It wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a racing incident, isn't it? I suppose
Yeah,
That's how I saw that. I saw that as a bit of a racing incident. My perspective is when it comes to this, it's a little different than obviously track racing.
It wasn't intentional to cause an accident.
Yeah, exactly, and that's. I think when it comes to track racing, you've got a track for a start, and it's all nice and clean, and it's all nice and everything, and I mean in this.
Rallycross is a close contact race, so.
Yeah, and that's where we want to be. You don't want. You could be ridiculous. You could turn around and say, "Oh well, that was contact there. That was contact there." It gets too stupid for words.
Yeah. But it is Rallycross is a bit of contact, but there's no intentionally ramming. So.
No, it's just the nature of the beast.
And that's why the physics of the game is a bit weird. That's from my opinion.
Yeah, it is. It's the one. It's the one sort of real negative, if you want to go down that. It's a pity it doesn't have the physics of Dirt. If it had the Dirt 2.0 physics, certainly the collision physics anyway, I think the handling of the cars, I think Project Cars gets that pretty right, in all fairness.
Yeah.
But the collision, if that's our only complaint, then, hey, considering it's a 5-year-old game, it's not doing bad, is it? So everybody's ready then.
Yes, they're ready up.
So Season 6, the first round in Hell. Who is going to conquer Hell? I don't know. Let's have a look.
Let's find out.
So here we go. Let's see.
So we've only got one South African in here, and the rest are
scattered around the globe, are they?
Yeah, our friendly neighbours in the north. Well, I'm not so friendly because
yeah, we're all friendly. We're not Russian or Belarusian or wherever or somewhere. We shall see. Don't do this. I thought it was going to bog on me then because when it was loading, I couldn't see any numbers coming up, and I thought, oh no, don't do this now just before the final. Don't do that.
So we got Gutter Punk on pole, Dusty second, Jeff third. Who's in the back?
I think Dusty, Ratek and DiNapoli.
Second, no. DiNapoli's got the last place.
Yeah, Ryan and Jeff on it. Ryan might go Joker, possibly.
Yeah, he's on the far left.
Yeah, because he's the outer. Even if he gets a good start, I don't think I'd want to go into turn one alongside that lot. Oh! Did he just get he might have just got a tap there off. Was it Max? Was it off DiNapoli? I don't know.
It was DiNapoli, yes. He might have got a slight nudge there.
But I don't think it's done him any. He might not have done him any harm. I don't know. But so Tom and that's interesting that Dusty's still only in fourth. I know there's loads of time to go in a 6-lap race, and I'm sure he would be happy to hold on to that. But at the moment, you've got Tom leading and Jeff in second, which is probably not where you'd have thought it would be. But Ratek in third there. Certainly under pressure from his teammate.
Yeah.
Will team orders come in here now? Let a faster guy through. He's like, no. It'd be one of them where he says, no. Just weird that obviously DiNapoli's the only one that's took. Oh no, sorry, Ryan did, but because he got pushed out, that's probably why it's not.
Not registering.
Yeah, but obviously we know he has.
Yes.
Probably not the start he would have wanted with a tap there, and again, it didn't look anything other than two cars pretty much side by side. But again,
yeah, I didn't even see any contact. So.
no, and it is difficult. It's again with the way that the camera angles are for us. You can only work with what you've got, and it doesn't really give us a broad enough spectrum to be able to see the whole picture, which is a shame. But otherwise, we'd get to see a lot more. You know, you're never going to catch all of it. It's not going to happen. There you go. Dusty's obviously taking his rightful place at the front, as he would say. Yeah. I think his life has been made much easier without being disrespectful by him. What? Oh dear! Oh, that was Jeff. Jeff just absolutely T-boned the fence, I think, and I think he killed himself.
Yes, he's lost a lot of body parts.
Yeah, I think his car's a bit.
Broken.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. I think that is battered. I reckon he's got 100 damage on his. I reckon he's got 100 on that.
He's got 100 on the back, definitely. Yeah, he's limping around.
Oh yeah, but he's looking battered. Well, in the meantime, it's a 1 and 2 for
Dusty and Ratek.
Yeah, I mean, considering how Ratek's qualifying went, he's got to be pleased with how this is so far. Although Dusty's got to take the Joker, but he's got a big enough gap, I think, to.
He's got a 3-second gap there.
Yeah, which I think he'll hold. I think Joker's just under 2.
Nicely.
It's going to be close, though. It's going to be close. Just don't take each other out, teammates. Oh, Dusty lost a bit there. Oh, it's all concertinaed. But he's top 3. Tom's in with a chance here, you know.
Oh, Tom was pushing.
Has he got past Dusty? He was close. Oh no.
Very close.
Oh no.
Who's
blown up their engine? Dusty. Is it Dusty blown up his engine?
No, Dusty's gone.
Yeah, he's blown his engine.
Yeah.
He must have blown his engine. Well. You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, he was speaking about engine blowing, and we didn't think it was possible.
Is that Ratek's first ever stage win, so to speak? Is that his first event win?
I'm not sure. Tyler's the one who keeps all those records.
I've got a feeling that's his first event win. If I'm wrong, then... But I'm sure that makes up for the qualifying being a bit rubbish. So...
Yeah.
There you go. That's the first one has thrown up... shall we call it an unlikely result? That's not being disrespectful, but it's unlikely.
Unforeseen. Final.
Definitely. Well, congratulations. I mean, who would have picked that top 3? No disrespect.
Yeah, and got the punk. Well done, guys.
Yeah. So Ratek takes the win. Max DiNapoli takes the second place, and Tom Got the Punk takes third. We're just pushing out Mr. Berry's. Oh, I would have thought the bottom 3 would have been the top 3, without being funny. I might have put it.
But he still made it to the end.
Yeah, that is superb. I think that's an awesome end to an altogether brilliant event.
That was a good event. Thanks for the hosting tonight.
It was good fun, wasn't it? Let's be fair.
Yeah.
That was a riot.
These guys always provide us with enough entertainment.
Most certainly. Yeah, that was good fun. And to be honest, I know it's 9:30, but that's really passed quite quickly. I think we were a bit late starting, weren't we? We were a bit late kicking off, weren't we? So it's probably took all told, 2 hours 20 minutes, 2 hours 15 minutes and stuff. But to get a whole event in that time, we used to struggle to do it in 3 hours. I know we.
We started well tonight because we didn't have so much hiccups.
Yeah, true. It did go. Yeah, it did go quite smoothly. I'm quite pleased with how most of it went. Hopefully everybody else is too. I hope those that were watching enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was good. Keep the stuff coming in the chat as time goes on. Philly Rocks just said, Jesus. Yeah, I agree with you, mate.
I would have to say Philly Rocks is my driver.
Yeah, I would.
Very surprised what he did for it.
Yeah, I think I would do him as driver of the day. Really,
Yes.
really good.
And then the wooden spoon, I want to give to Dusty for blowing his engine.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. It must be again that had to. I don't know how that would have come about, but
yeah.
he's the only person to do it tonight. You get the knackered engine trophy. We'll have to think of a name for that one.
Yeah. We call it the oil cap.
Yeah, the oil cap. Yeah, it should be the K9 engine blowing trophy or something like that. Because he's always the best at blowing his engine. To be fair, that was really good. Like I said, that's only the first of. I think we're only doing a short 7 rounds to end it before Christmas, and then obviously we'll get back into the new year. I think probably quite early on. I would hope so. Anyway, keep the momentum going and everything. Well, that was a pretty good night. Hope you enjoyed it.
So from sunny South Africa.
Thanks, and rather well, it's raining in Wales actually, but it's still bloody hot though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still warm, but it's raining, which is great.
All right. Yes, good rains. Rains are always nice to appreciate it.
Well, I'm not happy now. I'm probably going to go and stuff my face with some food or something. But
ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
Yeah, and it's goodbye from him, and it's goodbye from me as well. See you next time.